Okay, welcome to episode 11 of the Dipshit Hour, and the celebrity guest is Johnny B. And the B stands for Bolton, right?
Yep.
Oh my God, well, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you. How are you doing today?
Johnny B and his lies. The first thing I saw in the chat. Johnny B and his lies. I come to dispute. I'm on here to dispute some of the lies.
Wait, Kleenex says the B stands for boner. The B stands for Bolton. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Or Baldy. I don't care,
Okay. So you wanted to dispute some stuff from the last episode, the infamous Corey interview, right?
Yes. First of all, I want to give a shout out to some of my friends out there if I can. Okay. A big shout out to Danny in Dannyville out there. He's not in this room, but big shout out. He was going to watch it in you now, but you made me close that. So, but my it's going to be recorded so we can hear it later. I'd like to thank some of the people that have done some things for me the last couple of weeks. Phil Cam for sending me my new webcam. Yay! I really like it. And I'm sorry, Danny, for the joke that was on my birthday. I thought it was a joke between you and Agent Mudd. So my bad for even putting the thing that wasn't very nice to say on there. But anyway, I'll go right into your questions and I'll see if I can answer it. And Corey, I'm going to keep server muting you for every time you're on there. I don't want you talking at all.
So Johnny B, I know that you wanted to clear up some of the controversy that happened in the Corey interview, because he was saying stuff that you and some other guy, some other pedo guy.
There was a fella I had staying here for a while, and to set the record straight, he didn't move into this house till after my wife had left me and my daughter didn't live here. We were not childhood friends. I knew that fella since he was 6 years old. He got in some trouble with the law where he ended up going to prison for criminal sexual conduct with an underage. Corey said the other day that I was with him when it happened. I was not with him when it happened. I was not there at all. That's where I didn't touch that girl. I didn't rape that girl. Little comment that came on. I was not there when it happened at all. I had seen that girl after it all happened, and out of makeup, she didn't look right, but in makeup, could have fooled anybody. I was not there when he did it. I was not involved with it. I didn't get out of nothing. When I went to prison back in 1989, it was for delivery of marijuana. Okay? For delivery of pot. I didn't go to prison for criminal sexual conduct. I didn't go for anything like that. I got busted for some pot.
So how old was that girl? She was 17? She had a fake ID, right?
No, she was a little younger than that. I don't know the exact age, but there was other fellows that she got in the same little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm making a statement. When she was out of makeup, Corey, she didn't look that old, but when she was dolled up, she could have fooled anybody. Not me, because I didn't even try. I was not interested.
And how long ago was this that this story supposedly happened?
When Ben got busted for the thing was over 20 years.
Okay. So is he a registered sex offender?
Yeah, he was a registered sex offender. He had to register.
And that's like for life, basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
not anymore, though. It was only supposed to be for 15 years at the time, and they raised it to a lifetime. And just recently, in some new legislature, I've been told that he doesn't have to anymore.
Okay. And when did he move into your house?
It'll be 7 years ago now. right after my mom had her stroke.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So basically, your name just got wrapped up into that whole thing.
Yeah.
You had nothing to do with it. You weren't even there.
Backtrack to the whole I'm going to go back 7 years. In May of that year, I had a fire on Mother's Day weekend. The 4th of July, my little doggie that people have seen got hit by a car. The 9th of July, my mom had a stroke. On the 1st of August, my wife left me. So from that point on, I've been a single man. And
so
Lori
this was 2013?
Yeah, Lori did not live here when Ben was here. Now, she was here on some of the weekends, but he didn't stay here when she was here. He stayed away. So the story that Corey's trying to say, where you had a known sex offender molest your daughter.
Oh, God.
That did not happen. How much you want to bet that's Corey or a Corey wannabe? Hello.
Hey, Johnny, can you go on you now so that other people can watch your thing?
No, they're giving me a hard time, but it says it's messing up the you now. The Discord. It's messing it up.
No, it's not. You can't do it.
Tell them to escape from Dannyville for a second and come to this Discord.
No, I don't want to. So thank you.
It'll be rebroadcast. It'll be rebroadcast, and I'll make sure that I get the link to rebroadcast it. Okay.
All right. Well, people are just.
I'll be in there as quick as I can as soon as this is over. I thought that was Corey calling me, of course, or Mike.
So this is like South Korea, and we're just like having fun, and that's like North Korea, like they can't escape like over the fence, and like the prison guards are out there, or
Hey,
the border guards.
Um,
They can't escape from Dannyville. Okay, sorry, continue. So you're not a pedophile rapist, in other words,
I'm
just
not
to clear your name.
sex offender. When this other stuff went down from these phone calls I used to get,
Mhm.
it kind of drove me batty for a while.
Yeah. So tell us more about the phone calls, because Corey was calling a Corey impersonator or the real Corey. No one really knows for sure.
How about you
calling
listen
your
to it, okay?
house.
I'm going to listen
What was
to
that?
something, right? Listen
Go
to
ahead.
a little.
Okay.
This is the voicemails.
11. Saved voice messages. Listen to your messages, press 1. To send a message. First saved voice message. Sent Tuesday, January 21st at 3:16 a.m.
3:16 a.m.
33 seconds.
Yeah, John Bolton, Will, just wondering why you pimp your daughter out, and why you let her be raped by a rapist. You let your daughter be raped up by a rapist. And rapist. Why did you do that? And Johnny, why are you hanging out with a kid and putting a shotgun in his hand when he wants to kill himself? Why are you doing this, Johnny?
I'll explain some of these messages as we
End
go.
of message.
Damn. Well, you know what? I do have to say that does sound like Corey.
Here's some more.
Tuesday, January 21st at 3:18 a.m. Duration 48 seconds.
And Johnny Bolton, why are you raping your daughter? Why are you allowing your daughter to be raped by a known sex offender and a raper? Why are you letting this? And Johnny Bolton, seriously, why are you allowing this suicidal kid to load a shotgun? Johnny Bolton, you got some answers to question two. Johnny Bolton, why are you doing this to your daughter?
Doesn't that sound like
And
Corey?
why you have pieces and feces all over your house? And you live in a poo in your own feces. You're just disgusting, Bolton. But you're allowing us to play your daughter. You're allowing us to play your daughter.
End of message.
You know, I do got to say that message does sound like Corey too.
Here's another one.
Tuesday, January 21st at 3:21 a.m.
3:21 in the morning.
34 seconds.
Hey, Johnny Bolton, this is Chad. And Chad is wondering why you're raping your own daughter and forcing your own daughter sexual formats with a sexual predator. This is Chad. Chad is calling, wondering what you're doing and why you want to put a full loaded shotgun in a suicidal kid's hand. This is Chad.
Don't need to go anymore. Everybody agrees. Most people agree. It sounds like Corey, right?
You know, I do got to say that message, as well as the previous two, does sound like Corey.
Monday,
But some people are convinced it's a Corey impersonator.
37 a.m.
1:37 in the morning.
1 minute, 55
Now,
seconds.
some of this will admit that it's him.
Boy, we got some things to talk about. Why you gave a loaded gun to a boy that want to kill himself? That is not right, John Bolton. John Bolton.
Yeah, it sounds like Billy Bob, doesn't it? Yeah.
Letting your young daughter be molested by a well-known rapist. That is not right, Johnny Bolton. And Johnny Bolton.
Now, I'm going to go to a next one. Leave that alone.
Next message sent Monday.
One of these, though.
January 27th,
Actually, Corey knows that it's him.
40 p.m. Duration 49 seconds.
So they see that Johnny Bolton is afraid.
Now trying to do like an Indian. Sounds like Apu from The Simpsons.
Stand up and answer to his own accounts. But he has to block people because he is a crybaby. He is a coward.
I blocked him, and now he's complaining about being blocked.
He begs for his 23 likes. So Johnny Bolton, why you not man enough? Why are you so afraid of the Corster?
That's Corey.
Why are you so afraid of this person, Corster?
See, he's not trying to hide his accent now.
Why are you so afraid of him, laddie?
Now he's trying to put this Irish
John
thing.
Bolton,
He went from an Indian to
good
an
answer
Irish.
to yourself.
End of message. Message saved.
I do.
Next message sent Monday, January 27th at 9:35 p.m. Duration 49 seconds.
Hey, Johnny Bolton, I got your number. You're
Now, that's
scared
Corey.
son of a bitch. You're not so scared that you could unblock me. You could unblock me, but you're a scared son of a bitch. I got your number, Johnny Bolton.
Corey, you're asking me to unblock you.
Plenty others that's going to have this number. Get in your ass, Johnny Bolton. Because you are a fucking rapist, and you are the one that touched that girl. You are the one that raped that girl. And you cannot hide behind the facts that you are a rapist. So, Bolton, you're fucking so scared of me? Really? Well, take this message when you get on your phone and see what you do with it.
End of message. To erase this message.
Now, that's pretty much admitting that it's Corey, doesn't it?
Next message sent
Maybe slightly.
January 27th at 9:54 p.m. Duration 5 seconds.
So, Bolton, why are you so afraid of my words? Why are you...
End of message. To erase the message saved. Next message.
Okay. I stopped. Those last ones, you could tell was Corey. But anyway.
Well, so then you went and you took those phone calls to the police, right?
Sir. And when the cops
And then
came
the
to
police
my house,
came to your house, right?
yeah, I'm about to explain it. When the cops came to my house, Corey said this on video when I said I confessed to being a sex offender, which I did not. I told the cop I had a sex offender that lived here. He's no longer welcome here. And I mentioned to that name to that cop when he was here. He says, yep, I've had dealings with him. And then the comment about me having a loaded rifle, I says there's a rifle in my house, but it's sure not loaded. In fact, it's disabled. It's a barrel and a stock. And that's what the cops took out of here. I still got the bolt and the ammunition. I can go get the bolt and the ammunition. I can take a picture of it.
And you told the cop, hey, I'm a felon, right?
I said I'm a convicted felon. I'm not supposed to have a weapon that can be used. I says I have that display rifle. There is no bolt in it. The ammunition is locked up. I do not have access to it. And he took it out of here just to be safe, is what he said. And I guess they're keeping it, and they're not doing nothing to me because I have been I haven't heard anything from them. It's been almost 2 months now. Rock and roll hoochie coo.
And your felony is from the marijuana?
Yeah. Delivery of marijuana.
And do you have any more crimes under your belt?
I had a larceny from a building about 6 years before that. Everything was all misdemeanors, shoplifting, things like this.
Wow. So, your other felony was, can you expand on that one a little bit? Just curious.
I stayed inside of a building after it was closed and everybody left, and I grabbed something that I wanted and I walked out a back door.
And that was a felony?
Larceny from a building. It started out as breaking and entering. I says, how can it be breaking and entering? I was inside the building.
Yeah. Hey,
larceny from a building. I got 4 months in jail for that.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny B, I think you cleared up a lot of stuff. Do you mind if I get to some of your fan questions?
It depends on which fan they're from and if they're really fans. I stole the digitally frequency counter. I stole.
This question says you had a wife and now she's your GF and she's a midget. She's 4'7". Is that right?
She's 4'11".
Okay. And were you married to her or she's your GF?
I was married to her when I went to prison in 1980.
Okay, and you're not with her anymore, and she was not a midget.
Now, yes.
Oh, okay. Supertramp says she was in The Wizard of Oz.
Okay. Now, somebody has a question about pork chop.
Who's pork chop?
I'm about to explain that. And of course, people don't believe me, telling me I'm lying anyway. Get your meats, right? I was living in Hillsdale in a hotel called the Kiefer. It was right after I first started smoking weed. I had bought a starter pistol, and there's a pistol, at the fairgrounds one Saturday. And I had company at my house, and I went across the street to what was called the Broad Street Market, which it's no longer the Broad Street Market, it's a Broad Street Downtown Market, but that's irregardless. Somebody else owns it now. And while I was in there grocery shopping, I bought a couple items. I was watching the kid weighing up. I ordered some hamburger and some pork chops. And he did the hamburger a little bit light, to be exact, in what was going on. And during the time while I was ordering my pork chops and stuff, I showed him my starter. But check out what I got at the fairgrounds, was showing how neat it was. Okay. And he says, "Is that real?" I says, "It looks real, don't it?" It's regardless of exactly what I said to him. But I joked with him. I says, "Since you made my hamburger a little bit light, why don't you throw an extra pork chop on there?" Okay. You can't hear shit. You can hear me? Everybody can hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you perfect. And
when I got arrested, because the guy called the cops and said the dude had a gun, he said I was trying to get him. He said something about my comment I had mentioned about the pork chops. I don't know exactly what he said because I don't have his testimony, his transcript with me. That's back in 1977, 1978, somewhere along the line like that. About 1978. It was legal for me to drink, so it had to be 78. Yeah, I was roughhousing with my grandson on my birthday. But anyway, when I got arrested, they were trying to do an armed robbery out of it, and they busted it down to simple assault. They were going to try to do, I was facing a bunch of shit: carrying a concealed weapon, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder, and armed robbery. And I wasn't trying to steal nothing. When the cops came and got me, I was heading towards the cash register to buy my groceries that was in the cart in front of me, and I had plenty of cash in my pocket. I wasn't trying to steal nothing. I didn't even think anything about it. I thought of it as a joke with the kid. Well, and
So, Kleenex says that we LOL at stupid, boring stories. I mean, do you have any beef with Kleenex? Because he seems to
I have
some harsh words for you.
Respect for Kleenex, whether he totally likes me or not. I do like the man. We are kind of kindred spirits in a way in some of our stories of life. He's been to prison. I've been to prison. I have lots of respect. I says I'm his favorite asshole. I think the same thing about you, Kleenex. But I have respect for the man. I don't have any beefs with him. If he's, the only beef I got is with that dumbass Corey, but that's because he was telling a bunch of lies. And I did not say anything to the cops about being a registered sex offender, and I did not hand that boy a loaded weapon. He said there's video of it. I said, show it.
Wait a second.
Let me see
so
it.
So you are a registered sex offender?
No, I am not.
Oh, I thought you just said that.
I said I did not admit that I was a registered sex offender. I'm not. You can look up. I'll give you my name. I'll give you all the information to look me up, and you will not find me on any registry for anything like that.
Yeah. Hey,
I had a sex offender living here who was a registered sex offender. Yes, I will agree to that. And he did not stay here very long. He was back again for a while, and I got him out of here again. He's not welcome to live here. He knows that we get along better. And I have known him since he was 6 years old. Okay? I've known him since he was 6 years old. And that's where he says I'm a childhood friend. I was friends of his uncle. His uncle was my best friend. I was pallbearer at his mother's funeral. I was pallbearer at his grandmother's funeral. I'd been friends of that family.
So in other words,
17.
Sex offenders need love too,
Well, he doesn't have any family left anymore. I was trying to, I was always like Uncle John to him. And he states that because you were pallbearer at my mom's funeral and my mom loved you and things like that, I'm looking out for you, but he's done nothing but cause me a bunch of grief. But that's beside the point. That's irregardless on the situation.
Yeah. Hey, John,
look me up, Corey. I'll give you my fucking social security number to look me up.
Hey, John, did your roof fall off? Because people said that you started GoFundMe. Was that to fund the roof?
GoFundMe, my roof, my shingles were blowing off my roof. They were coming off from it, and I started a GoFundMe to help me. And I got nothing, of course, and I didn't only run it like maybe a week, if that, and I canceled it. My brother, I borrowed the money from my brother. I'm still making payments to him to get it replaced, $8,000. I have a new roof. My house is good. And yes, for those people that want to know, I have a pool table in my front yard,
John, what was the whole meth controversy? Because people are saying that all that money went to meth. No,
that was way after. Ooh, that stuff is terrible. Ugh. I'm tasting some wines here, and that's terrible. That sex offender was here at my house for a while. And I finally thought I was finally getting him out of here, and he brought some stuff for me to party on. And I smoked some of it. I don't know for sure if it was meth or exactly what it was. My brother didn't, okay, you should have the money from your brother before starting GoFundMe. I didn't know my brother was going to help me, and that's why I canceled the GoFundMe afterwards. And I sampled it, and I blasted quite a bit of it, and he went kind of nuts. So it went.
So how many times did you smoke it total? I mean, was it once or twice?
It was 3 times in a 4-day period. And I had been 25 years since I've done anything like that. I smoked crack cocaine in the past.
Wow. And you smoked that in like the 90s?
Yeah, before my daughter was born.
Is that your house that they posted a picture?
Yep.
How did they get your address?
Google.
Oh my God.
Well, my address is out there. My address is out there because I had a business. I have a Facebook page for my business.
Yeah. And someone just DM'd me, is the business selling meth?
No.
Okay. Hey, John, can we do like a prequel kind of, like, since we got like all the controversy out of the way, like can I start at your birth?
Smoked crack the past month here and admitted it? You're out of your mind, Corey. I haven't had anything since what was it, October? No, Corey, do not voice him up. I will leave the conversation. Do not voice him up.
Wait, John, can I ask you some questions? Were you born a polarizing beast from Michigan?
There's the guy that was registered right there. That's the sex offender.
And they have pictures of him.
It's been 25 years since I've done crack. It was meth.
Hey, can anyone hear me? So that's Ben, right?
Yeah.
So how long have you and Ben been friends? Because he seems to have a
that's
pretty
the guy
long...
I've known him since he was 6 years old.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what he went to. He was booked in San Diego, knowing or molesting a child under 18 years old. But that was from his Michigan charges. The charges were actually in Michigan. He was down there and he was under violation for not reporting and things like that. So that's what that California charge was for. If you check his DOC Michigan, you'll find it. It was Michigan. Yeah, I like that. That's funny.
Okay, so what I'm looking at is a GIF of people playing on your a pool table with a cat flying.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of cute. I like that.
And there seems to be a tent. Does someone live in that tent?
That was at the time that tent was there. That was yard sale stuff. That was my canopy system. I had yard sale stuff underneath that.
Yeah.
That was the year I got the pool table.
And Johnny, be good. So can I get to some more of these questions? What is 7 times?
What is 7 times what?
7 times 8.
7 times 8?
Yes.
Isn't that 7 times 7 is 49? Why do you ask me this anyways?
Someone literally DM'd me this question. I guess I've asked that same question to a few guests in the past.
What is the point of that?
I'm not too sure.
That's crazy.
Hey, this question says, you said Lori walks around the house with a sheet around her face like a Muslim. What is that about?
She does. She's got these. I don't know what. I've been totally lost at trying to figure out why. But she likes somebody, and 56 is the correct answer. There, K Vortex. You're right. 7 times 8. Why are you asking me something like that? I thought you were going to say 7 times 7. I had 49 in my head already. So
So now you just add another 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now someone's falling off your roof. Who is?
Okay, now I'll explain that. I broke my leg a few years ago. And I did not fall off my roof. I actually stepped off my picnic table. I was using my picnic table as a step ladder, going step and then up to the top. And I was putting some boards in my gutters to get them to sag a little bit because there was a beehive up inside the gutter that I couldn't get with the spray. And I'd been up there a couple of times. And the last time I thought, okay, I got it. And I stepped off and I missed the seat and went directly to the deck. And I shattered my tibia. I shattered my tibia right below the knee.
Yeah.
And so I was laid up for a while because of that.
And I really want to know more about the Billy saga. So, when does Billy come into the picture? And people made this Photoshop of him handcuffed to a radiator. he's not handcuffed, right? He's like a free.
No.
There it is. Yeah, I mean, he's a free spirit.
He's never been handcuffed to anything.
Okay.
I'm really pissed that I'm not able to do this in you now, because I got people that were waiting for this broadcast to come in you now.
Yeah, well, I mean, the good thing is this will be forever on YouTube and on SoundCloud, so the masses will forever have this interview. So I do want to ask you, there is some controversy that I wanted to know. Didn't you try to kick Ben out and then Ben punched you? Like he basically stabbed you?
we had a fight. Yeah, I don't even remember all of the details that went on everything with that, but yeah.
And some people are saying that he kicked your ass. Is that?
We had a little bit of a tussle. It was, yeah, it's that was way too long ago to even try to think about everything on it. But yeah, we had a problem.
Yeah. And where is Ben at this current moment?
I don't know. He's not here. That's all that matters to me. He's not living here. Oh, here's some. I posted a picture of my leg. Here's what it looks like now.
Well, Johnny B, so for the people in radio land, podcast land, what are we looking at when you post the picture?
That's the
oh my God.
That's my
Jeez.
The reason why my girlfriend moved out, if you only smoked meth for a few days, it was no big deal. Why did Billy and your girlfriend move out? Is a question in the chat. Because Ben was going super ballistic and yelling at everybody and going totally nuts and crazy. And my girlfriend left with Billy because they weren't going to take it anymore and left me for 36 hours listening to this person jumping on my problem, giving me a hard time. And because I did
so
that.
When they left...
Wait. Then he also said, wait, I'm going to tell your girlfriend what you did. And I called my girlfriend and I told her myself and I begged her for forgiveness, and she has forgiven me. Just don't never let it happen again. And at this point, since like October, I think it was, I will not do that ever again. I tried it because I was told it was good and I thought, well, what the hell? And I found out that it was not as good as I thought it was. I can throw that.
So when they left, did they say, we're not gonna take it? No, we ain't gonna take.
Pretty much, they went.
We're not gonna take your meth smoking anymore.
Yeah, she went and stayed. She went and stayed with her daughter, and Billy stayed there for almost a month and a half while Ben was still here until I finally got him out of here because I did not feel safe for Billy's safety.
Yeah.
You know what?
Hey, can I ask another question? There is a controversy. I don't know if you heard episode 3 of this show. Lori was a guest. Did you by any chance hear that episode?
I might have. What's going on?
Well, first of all, I just wanted to ask something that someone DM'd me was there was a poop controversy. Wasn't there poop in your house and someone didn't clean it for like a week or something like that?
Not,
or is that just
not at my house? I have dogs, and yes, occasionally they do have accidents on the floor, but it's cleaned up.
Oh, that was her mom's house.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Yes, it was cleaned up every single day.
But what was that? So somebody pooped at Lori's mom's house and no one picked it up for a week.
So I don't know.
Got it.
I can't really give an honest answer about that situation because I was not living there. And this wine is the most disgusting stuff I've ever had. Oh.
And what do you think was Claire from New Jersey? Do you think because people are questioning his intentions of him going to visit you guys. Do you think he had good intentions when he was gonna, because he was very close to going out there to visit you and Lori IRL. Do you want to comment on that?
Anybody's welcome to visit my house.
Yeah.
I know something was said once about it, but he never showed up. So I don't know. If he wanted to come visit, you're more than welcome to.
Well, so you know what? Lori, she made this tweet where she denounced old man peen. She said she doesn't like old man peen, and literally the next day, he retracted everything about going to visit. He says, "You know what? I'm not going to visit anymore. Bye." So, do you think that he just wanted to? What do you think about that?
I don't know what to think about it. What I always thought it was something about a job.
Mm. And yeah. Let's see. So hold on one second. I'm gonna write something in the chat. So who would you say gets your goat the most in this community? Oh, another question that I want to know is, do you ever visit 8 Mile in Detroit?
Many years ago.
Do you ever lose yourself in the moment? You own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot.
How long it's been since I went to Woodward and 8 Mile? God, it was in my 20s. It has been many years.
What part of Michigan are you in?
Southern Lower.
Southern Lower. Oh, okay, so you are kind of close to Detroit.
I'm 2 to 2.5 hours from Detroit in Canada. I'm half an hour in both directions, half an hour, 45 minutes from the Indiana-Ohio line. Down real low.
Can I sing a song real quick?
Mm-hmm.
If heaven ain't a lot like Detroit, I don't wanna go. If heaven ain't a lot like Detroit, I just as soon stay home. If they ain't got no 8 Mile like they do up in the D, just send me to hell to Salt Lake City. It would be about the same to me. Have you ever heard that song?
No.
Oh, that's Uncle Crackhead.
That's cute. Uncle Crackhead? Uncle Cracker?
Yeah, Uncle Cracker, yeah. Isn't he like a hometown hero?
Uncle Cracker once in a while. I like to do the song Follow Me. Follow me.
Oh,
everything is
all right.
Yeah, that's one of my
I'll be the one to tuck you in at night.
That's one of my favorite songs to do.
Hold on, I'm gonna write something in the chat. Okay, so I do have some more questions. So the burning question that people want to know, what is your perfect pizza?
What's my perfect pizza? I really don't have a perfect pizza. I usually get like a meat lovers.
Meat lovers.
Sausage, pepperoni, ham, that kind of stuff. I'm not a big fan of the Hawaiian with pineapple. I think pineapple should be eaten as a fruit. It's not a topping for a pizza, but it's okay.
Yeah. Do you okay? And the next burning question is: do you dip your pizza in ranch?
No, I usually eat it direct.
Or do you think that's disgusting? I feel like that's more of an East Coast stuff. Because if you go to a West Coast thing. Because if you go to the East Coast, people are like, "What? Pizza with ranch?" They're like disgusted. Right. They're like, "What the fuck is that?" I guess because the pizza compared to over here is a lot more shitty, and then the East Coast is really good. So it's like, why the fuck would you put ranch on something that's like really good? This next question wants to know. This person wants to know: are you in love with Crimson? Because there are a lot of men that creep on her. You're not one of those, right?
I like Crimson. She's a great gal. She has her ups and downs just like everybody else. But
man, no, retract that. Don't say that, JB. Don't say that. Don't say that.
And Jesus Christ, Bolton, really? I
can't help it if you don't like her.
I got so much fucking dirt on Bolton.
Okay, you prove your dirt, Corey. That's like you said. If you got proof,
Bolton, I got a question for you. Why are you so fixated asking a question if that is me or not on the voicemails?
Because it's you.
You're even questioning yourself within the question, and then Corey.
No, I don't question any at all. I know it was you.
It's not me though.
Okay.
I never left those voicemails. I never left those messages.
Okay. You're a lying sack of shit. I know it was you.
You're like a sack of shit. How you never raped that girl either?
How about in the line where you ask, how come you have me muted when you basically admit that's you? That must be you when you're saying that.
Yeah, okay, Bolton, it says take a step back. What are you talking about? Have you muted?
What about the fourth recording in that list? It says, why are you afraid of me? Why you have me muted? You were the only person in you now I have muted from anybody. Well, I guess I have baloney too, because I don't like baloney very well. But you were worried you want to get back in my you now because I had you muted and blocked so you can't come in. What does
that have to do with the messages that you're griping about?
That's part of those messages. That fourth one or fifth one, what I just played, was you asking how come I
this
had you
guy
muted?
is not a stalker. This guy is not keeping count. You're keeping count of what voice messages that I supposedly left that said this?
Yeah, about the fourth or fifth message in that bunch when you said,
my God,
why are you
Bolton.
afraid of me, John Bolton? Why do you have me muted? That was you. Please eject Corey off of this, please, or we'll end this.
That's a good question. Well, why are you afraid of me, Bolton?
I'm not afraid of you. I just don't like you, Corey, and I do not wish to talk to you. And I want you out of this server. Goodbye.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep muting.
Hey, Johnny B, I don't want you to hang up.
Every time he comes in, I'm going to mute him again.
Okay. So Johnny B, would you say that Corey gets your goat better than anyone in
He's
this
an
community?
asshole. He's a lying sack of shit. I never said that I was a registered sex offender anytime. I never said I was with Ben when he did his stuff. And you say that. I've heard you, Corey. I've watched rebroadcasts of your you now when you're telling people that don't even know me, watch out for Johnny B. He's a sex offender and a pervert and all this stuff. Spreading the shit
The
about
question
me.
is, why are you stalking me then? Why are you stalking me so much to find that out?
I have people that contact me. And
Bullshit.
I
I
check out
actually
the
have people. You don't have people.
I have friends, Corey.
But that's why I keep getting banned and unbanned and banned and unbanned, because I actually got.
Johnny B.
Yeah.
Hey, so anyways, like I was saying, so would you say Corey gets your goat more? What about Danny? So you're friends with Danny.
I have great respect for Danny.
Really? I thought, weren't you saying that he's like a little biatch? I thought or you were joking. 'Cause
No.
I thought in you
Oh,
know.
come on, motherfucker. What are you trying to do? Make me vomit?
We had
Adrian,
a
now Danny? Come on.
during my birthday party, I was asked by Mud to put on something on my board, change Danny's name and I thought it was a joke amongst them fellas. And it turns out that it wasn't. According to Danny anyways, and I apologized for doing that.
It's your whole problem.
Corey, would you please shut the hell up? Can somebody kick him off the server and bring him back after I'm done? I can't mute him if he keeps talking. He keeps unmuting talking.
I'm being actually polite, so.
But
Hey, Johnny.
You're a lying sack of shit, Corey.
I'm not lying about your pedophilia stuff and what's going on. We can expose that.
You
but
did
I'm not gonna
lie.
go there.
You said that I was with Ben when he touched that girl, when he did that stuff with that girl.
And
That was a
you're,
lie.
as you go with your honesty, you're self-exposing yourself.
I
So
never
go-
was with him when it happened.
Whatever.
I was
whatever.
not there. That's where the line. I did not touch that girl. I did not rape that girl. Because
Yeah, but
I was
you're-
not there. I was nowhere near him when that happened. I
But
saw
it's
that
amazing
girl afterwards because he was friends of his niece. And out
Okay,
of makeup, she sure didn't look as old as what he said she was. In makeup, it could have fooled anybody, but it never fooled me because I never tried.
let's do like little Sherlock Holmes here, like Knives Out. If you've seen that movie, so that you're saying that you're innocent, but you're actually saying you're convicting yourself again,
How?
like Bolton.
How?
I don't know.
I think I
What do you
explained
keep-
it. I think I explained it pretty well.
Yes, as a yourself convicting yourself
No,
again.
no.
And tell me how you're not exploiting yourself or convicting yourself.
Will you explain to me how I am?
You don't have to. You're doing it for yourself.
Explain to me how I am.
You don't have to. You're doing it on your own.
I am admitting to nothing. I am explaining my innocence. I was not there at all. Period.
Mm.
And I said
That's
that girl
so-
could have fooled anybody, but she never
John,
fooled me because I had no intentions of
John,
trying. At that time, I
okay,
was a
John.
very happily married man, and all I was interested was my wife.
Yeah, I don't even know what role you're going on right now. We're talking about the pedophile excuse.
Yeah.
So that has nothing to do with your marriage. But what you're doing is trying to admit yourself that you're not guilty. But you obviously showed your
I'm explaining how I'm not guilty because I'm not guilty.
because you're that honest.
Just like you give me a hard time about my contract I signed with the paper office. You
Oh,
signed the
that's true.
contract.
And how you sign the stuff off on the paper off? Yes. The boss came to him to sign a piece of paper, and he signed himself off to get himself fired because he's that stupid because he can't read the fine print.
No, I signed the contract a year before. They gave me a piece of paper that said they're ending the contract, that they're stopping the delivery service in a 30-day period, which is part of their contract.
And they come on to you that you're using Billy as a paper service, and so you get paid, and he's not on the payroll. That's going to automatically get you fired. Come on, Bolton.
I did not.
Let's game.
It did not happen because Billy was with me.
Yes, he did. You had him in your car, little vehicle, and you made him do the paper routes as you drove.
That's right.
And they caught
That's
hold
not
of
the
that.
reason why they
did
ended
that.
the
Of course,
job.
corporate, when it comes down to that, they're not going to have that because he's not on the payroll.
He doesn't have to be on the
And
payroll.
you're that's an automatic fire. You're fired because of that. Come on, Bolton. Really?
Oh,
Hey,
somebody took my
Johnny, be
roll
good.
away. I can't block you from the server now. You're lucky, you bitch.
Hey, Johnny, be good. I have an important question. Would you eat sushi off of a Yumi's body?
I don't never, huh?
Would,
Oh, that's a
haven't you
stupid
seen those?
question. Pass that stupid question. That's stupid.
Someone just DM'd me that. You haven't seen those restaurants where like someone lays down and people eat sushi off of someone? You've never seen that?
John, you never heard of that? They actually lay
I
sushi
don't
and
care.
food
It doesn't
on the naked
matter.
body and eat the food out the naked body. John Bolton's too much in the loop of his paper route. He's getting Billy to do his paper route too much to be on you now to get the loop.
It's not against my contract to have a helper.
Yes, it is.
It's not against
Under
the contract.
corporate rules and law, yeah, it is, dude. Look it up.
Do you want a copy of the contract? Do I need to scan up a copy and pass it out to
do it.
everybody to read it?
I wanna see
I'm
it. I wanna see
responsible for my own taxes, my own car insurance, and whoever I have help me, I'm responsible for. There's nothing to do with why the paper route ended. They decided to take the newspapers and mail them. So they decided to fire all of the drivers. It wasn't just me. It was every single driver. They changed how they were doing the newspapers. It wasn't because I had Billy helping me. My girlfriend did the paper out for a month and a half while I was laid up with a broken leg, and I didn't lose the job. In the contract says that if I decide I'm going to quit, I have to give them a 30-day notice. If they're going to end the contract for any reason, they have to give me a 30-day notice. They gave me my 30-day notice. They started mailing the papers. I'm no longer delivering.
But Bolton, whatever. It's not worth arguing over. You lost, I won, and you obviously don't know the contract rights and corporate stuff. So okay,
I know what
whatever.
my contract read.
Doesn't matter, Bolton, anymore.
I did not get let go because I had Billy helping me.
I did not let go. Like, I did not touch that girl. I did not rape that girl. We got
All
this.
right, that's it. How dare you? You just crossed the line there, pal.
Somebody,
I did not leave those. I did not leave those. I didn't make those phone calls
somebody
or did not
delete him
those
off this server, please. I can't block him now. Somebody took away my rule. I can't block him off the server. Somebody took away my rights. Somebody need to change his rights so he cannot unblock himself.
Oh, Forrest, go ahead and mute Corey because I actually said it in chat like a few minutes ago. I guess you didn't see it. Hey, Johnny, be good. That went on a little too long. I did want you and Corey to hash it out. I thought that felt really good. Don't you think? Don't you feel like you got it off your chest?
I got what I wanted to say across, but Corey's lies are still going to be out there. I did not have nothing to do with any of that other stuff. I admit to anything that I have done, I will admit to.
Yeah, because he just said that you touched Billy, and I thought that was a little out of line. You've never touched Billy, for the record, right?
Never. Nor will I.
Oh, sorry. I'm a little discombobulated. Hey, Kleenex wrote in the chat, he says that you chew gummy bears after you stick them in your dog's ass. I don't know if that's true.
God. Oh my God, Kleenex, come on.
Hey, Cleanie, if you want to jump on and talk about the gummy bears in the dog's ass or anything, or if you want to plug your show, I know that, did you hear that Kleenex is moving to Montana and he's going to live in like a coal mine or something like that?
No, rock on.
Yeah, I guess he's going to live with a bunch of like bears or something, like gay bears that they live in like a mine.
Huh?
And he's going to go live down there and he has to pay them like $10,000 or something. At least that's what I read on Twitter.
Rock on.
And if anyone else wants to jump on, we're at like the 50-minute mark, I think. Okay, left. Motherfucker.
I will go in after show in you now. When will this be up where I can link to it? Because I got people that are mad now because they wanted to post questions in you now.
Hey, Forrest, do you ever mic up? I'm not really too sure. I know you're more of a chatter. If Forrest wants to mic up, I know that I wonder if this file could be expedited. Like, okay. I wonder if this file could be expedited because Forrest has to get it to Leaf and Leaf has to get it to YouTube.
Okay.
So hopefully,
what does Corey got to say again? Unmute him for a minute.
Okay, fine. Corey could be unmuted.
Mike, what are you gathering from all this?
What do you mean? What am I gathering?
That's in all aspect. What are you gathering from all this?
What I'm gathering
is what you're getting.
Is goosewaba. Goosewaba. Isn't that what you told Kleenex last week? Or how do you say goosewaba?
Everything after your life. If you got anything to prove, that I ever said any of that stuff, you bring it on up and you bring your video proof, just like the loaded weapon with Billy. Bring the proof. Show me the video.
Why are you so mad?
I just can't stand you, Corey. I do not like you. I'm like the guy with the green eggs in the hand. I do not like you. I do not like you, Corey Am. I do not like you in a tree. I don't like you in a car. I don't like you in a boat. I don't like you, fucking period.
I'm not going to go on that one because we know where that one's going to go and I'll be muted again because of it.
You begged me to be your friend once. You can be my friend. You don't
why do you
like me to be
Why do you
my
have
friend.
me muted on you now? Why do you have me blocked on you now? I mean,
Because I don't like you. Because I don't like you. It's that simple. Anyway, mute him again. Let's get this interview over with.
All right. Hey, if you could mute the Corster.
There you go. Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and wrap up a few more questions. So, how long have you been singing karaoke?
Well, I had a karaoke show for 17 years before my mom had a stroke. So, you want to say 25 4 years, roughly, give or take a minute or so. I've been singing.
Wow.
I've been singing all my life with a band, with a choir. And like Corey says, I can't sing. Yeah. Well, when I go to bars where some of my bands that know that I can sing, they take the point out going, let's call Johnny up here and have him do Johnny Be Good, or let's have him come up here and do this particular song or that particular song that I might know that they know I know. What did I do with the money? What did I do with the money? I paid bills. Like you do with all your money. I paid bills and bought groceries and stuff for my house. I had a show once where I made $1,000 that one night. Oh, you do like how I do sing Purple Rain? Thank you.
John, this song right here, this question right here says, why do you refuse to download Periscope?
I had it in my system. My old laptop my old tablet doesn't want to work with it anymore. It's outdated from my tablet.
Yeah. And what are some of your favorite songs to sing if you had to probably
like the thing
have your top 5?
Purple Rain, Patience, Stevie Ray Vaughan, what's that? Pride and Joy, Elton John, This Is Your Song, Neil Diamond, I Am, I Said, Kenny Rogers, The Gambler, Coward of the County, another Kenny Rogers. I mean, I'm older country. What was that other one I do? Engelbert Humperdinck. What is that? This I can't think of the song right now.
Some people have told me that you're a freak in the sheets. Have you ever gone downtown? Like, have you ever let's see, have you ever given a rim job? Is what this question says.
No.
No, have you ever had that done on you?
Well, yeah. With female companionship, of course.
Okay, John, you ready for our favorite song from our childhood?
Her name was.
Where
are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone?
I found true love.
You didn't get the words right. Wait a minute. Chris.
You were gone.
Chris, you didn't get it right. It's where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and I found true love. You met another and you were gone. About that, there was another one from Hee Haw. We're not one to go around spreading rumors. Oh, really, we're just not the gossipy kind. Oh, you never hear one of us repeating gossip, so you better be sure and listen close the first time.
John, you want to have a sing-off?
No. I have one that I remember from that always, there's one that always from that, we're not spreading rumors, that always stuck in my mind. It's wealthy widow Brown just had her teeth capped because she thought she ought to be in showbiz. Well, her teeth got fixed, but the dentist got her fortune. Well, at least she put her money where her mouth is.
Yeah, you're always on my mind. Always on my mind.
Hey Corey, so was there anything that do we leave any stones unturned for your interview, or did you want to say anything, any statements? Like anything to say about Danny or Dannyville?
Okay, well, that's going to be for another interview. So we have to set up another interview for the dinner.
If we want to do a sing-off again, we've done it before, Corey. You can pick an album song. I'll sing the exact same song and have people choose who they like.
Okay.
But we don't need to do it here in this, do we?
Yeah, I think you guys need to end this with a sing-off. That's the only way.
Yeah, that is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It will help amend and build bridges back from the dilapidated bridge that is this friendship.
I don't really want to do it, but I'm not a person to turn down a challenge, and I've done it before.
Kleenex says to end it with a fart contest.
Oh, there you go.
I'm willing to do a sing-off to end this.
Corey, you want to sing It's Raining Men?
Oh, come on.
No, I'm not gay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but be reasonable.
I'm reasonable. You're just not willing to accept that part of it.
What about Follow Me in the true Michigan spirit? Follow me, everything is all right.
Uncle Crack.
Let John Bolton.
Go ahead,
How about
Corey.
let John Bolton?
You can go first, Corey. You're the challenger.
Oh, you go first, John.
No.
Because this is your show, John.
No, I'm letting you the challenger. You get to go first.
You can go ahead. This is your show, John.
Someone said Freebird.
No, it's too long.
It's American Band.
No, I go with what I know what my voice can do and what can't do. So
why does it sound like John is backing down right now?
Let's see. That's Follow Me. That's Genesis.
Do what you feel like.
And let's see. If I like the music track, we'll go to a different one. If not, I'm good with this one. Let's see what it does. I have to go through another machine of mine to get the proper thing. Oh, I got a mute going on.
John, stop with all this. John, stop. I'll play the song.
Sorry.
Just pick a song. I'll play it. Who's going first?
No, I'm going off my stuff over here because that's the only way I know that I can make it match.
Okay, you first. Go ahead. Pick a song. You have 5 seconds.
Follow Me, Uncle Cracker.
Okay, I got to restart. I got the right tune this minute. It takes a minute to get the microphones. I wasn't ready for singing.
Sounds like shit.
I'm going to start it again.
Oh, it might sound okay.
I'm not happy with this particular track, but we'll work with it.
Kleenex says time to bash my head into a.
Don't know why you met me. You don't know why you can't turn around and say goodbye. All you know is when I'm with you, I make you free. Swim through your veins like a fish in the sea. I'm singing, follow me.
Follow me, everything is all right.
I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else
like me.
I'm not worried about the ring. No, and nobody can care. You're feeling guilty, I'm well aware. You're ashamed, baby, I'm not scared. I'm singing, follow me. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And
it's gonna sound horrible on the podcast. It's so fucking choppy.
Feels like me.
It sounds pretty good, except for the pauses every 4 seconds.
Won't give you more. You're better off. That's not the reason that you go astray. Right. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. Wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Don't know how you met me, you don't know why. Can't turn around and say goodbye. All you know is when I'm with you, I make you free and swim through your veins like a fish in the sea. I'm singing, follow me, everything is all. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night, and if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. I'm saying, follow me, it's all right at night. Wanna leave, I can guarantee you nobody else like me. Singing, follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night, and if you wanna leave, I guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Do I slam the mic down now? Huh?
It was very good as a dry monotone sandpaper voice. Yes, bravo. Yeah, it means no applause. I'm just giving it to you because you need to move on.
What do you want me to try something different? I mean, you know, Corey, sing the same fucking song.
I'm not going to sing the same fucking song.
That's the challenge. You got to sing the same song.
But it's not. It is not. Is we pick each other's songs. Now I gotta wait for the fucking ad.
John, turn that off, please. John, please turn that off. Corey, what song do you want to play? Sing.
Let me know if you can hear it.
I can play it for you on Groovy.
I can do Keith Whitley too. Don't close your eyes.
All right.
Come on.
This is
Can you hear
Corey's
it?
turn.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Can you hear it? In the quietest good that I should have. Baby, I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. The things I should have done, just never took the time. You're always on my mind, always on my mind. And maybe I don't hold you. And I guess I never hold you. Oh, so I made you feel second best. I'm Bolton, I'm sorry I was blind. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love has died. Give me more chance to keep you satisfied. Little things I should have said and done. Else never took the time. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. Baby, I don't treat you quite as good as I should have. Baby, I don't love you quite as often as I could. But baby, you're always on my mind. all those lonely times and calls I never told you. So happy that you're mine. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. You're welcome.
Go ahead and tell him your opinion, honey. She doesn't even want to tell her opinion.
Come on, John Bolton.
Right here. What she heard about that, him singing. Tell him your opinion.
You need to take singing lessons, Corey.
You need to take voice lessons how to speak, girl.
You want me to do one more? Can I do one more? And I'll do that exact
Yeah, monotone Bolton, you do one
Can I
more.
do that same song he did?
Sure. Let's hear the monotone version.
Okay.
And I wasn't even at the best. I was just like throwing it out there. I wasn't even
Okay.
I wasn't even trying.
Okay, let's ask this final question
The
to the
thing
crowd
is,
that's
Bolton,
here.
I had heart
To
and
the crowd
soul.
that's here. Mute Corey.
Shut this fucker up.
Mute Corey for a minute.
Damn it, man. Enough with the fucking corky fucking motherfucker.
Question for the crowd, and then I'll be done.
Oh,
All right?
I love now it's all attacking me now.
Mute Corey. Mute everybody but me for a little while. If you would. Just mute
That's
Corey.
not fair.
Hey, Fours, mute everyone but me and Johnny Be Good. Thanks for. Sorry, my Wi-Fi got disconnected. Johnny Be Good, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Everybody in the room, let's give a vote. Who you voting for? Corey singing "You Were Always on My Mind," interesting interpretation, or me for "Follow Me." And if you want, I'll do the exact same song. Okay, we got one for Corey, we got two for Johnny B. I got the next song after this. We're doing well. I was just trying to beat you with the same song. There's three for me. Corey, we can't vote for ourselves, so that's over. I got three for me and one for Corey right now, anyways.
Hey, Johnny Be Good. So
Johnny
your
B.
song was a little. Oh, sorry. Your song was a little choppy, so I think I would say Corey by default, but I think you still got more votes.
Well, it's probably because I was doing off the big system. I can do it without the big system and come off just the mic. You want me to give me a chance for his second song and prove I'll do the exact same song he did? I'll do the exact same song.
Forza said no.
That was the challenge. He was supposed to do the fucking song that I did. And that was one of them that came up. I did.
Forza said show's over. You blew it.
I'm going to you now if anybody wants to come in.
Wait, Johnny B, I wanted to thank you for letting me interview you.
How did
it was
I
actually
blow
a really good show.
How did I blow it? I did it good.
You did. John, I just want to say that we talked, we laughed, we sang, and I just wanted to thank you for an epic interview.
Well, all the stuff that I said is true, and I tried to dispute the lies that were stated about me. I am not pervert. I'm a dirty old man, but I'm not a pervert. I'll admit to being a dirty old man because, I'm a man.
Yeah.
I was never around when that other stuff went on that was supposed to be on. I think I've just spraddled the case of the pork chop caper. That was stuff that never should have been brought into this world anyways, because it was like 40 years ago. I'm 60 now. This stuff happened when I was 18, 19, 20, and it's still hashing my life because someone brought it in, and I've told my daughter not to do stuff like that again. Someone else said it to her, and I'm not a pedo. Corey, you showed a dick pic to my daughter. Okay, and of course that's supposed to be photoshopped, but I still have the thing that was sent to me on file. I mean, if it's photoshopped, is there? I don't know.
John, have you ever sent your D pic out to anybody?
Never. No one.
That's classy. Hey, Johnny B, thank you so much. I really appreciate this. We're actually going to be wrapping this up, so Forza's going to end the recording right now. So this was the legendary episode 11. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone for coming in.
If I can make an earmark on that, I got no dick to show. So what dick pic was there to show? In the first place?
Oh, Corey.
Let's do another.
You've seen the famous picture a few times. I posted it once in
Dude, I got no dick. I got a micro peenie. So
well, that's what it looks like in this picture too.
So there's no dick pic there.
I wish I could find it right now because I know I have that picture that was sent to me.
I never touched your daughter. I never.
You never touched my daughter. That's right. That's right. You never got the chance. But you tried to seduce her when she was 16 years old, 17 years old.
Yeah, I love how it goes to 16, but every time Lori comes up, she's no doubt it was 17, but he always marks it down to 16 to 15.
I said 16, 17.
You can't even keep your own story straight, so come on. What the fuck is that?
What is that?
What the fuck is that?
Corey, is that your dick in the... Someone put your dick pic in the chat.
That's actually Photoshop.
Oh,
we can't put this on YouTube. We got it an hour and a half. Everyone behaved, and now the last minute, and this can't go on YouTube.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, you could always cut it.
Yeah, cut that picture out.
It's
my
your
bad.
radish pecker.
You can't tell exactly what that is anyway.
You have that in the first place.
Because
Bolton,
someone said, I think you might want to see what Corey is sending to your daughter.
Why do you have that in the first place?
Someone sent it to me.
So, John Bolton, you're not a rapist?
No, someone sent that to me because they wanted me to know what you were sending to my daughter. They wanted to know what you were sending to my daughter. Anyway, Mike, I've had a great time. It got kind of out of hand a little bit, but not near what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, see, I didn't troll you at all.
You didn't troll me. I just knew you weren't going to. It was going to be other people. And, we got that dumb.
You just had to hash things out, which I thought you did really well.
I still don't like Corey. I'm not going to like him. I don't want to be his friend. He's not going to be unmuted. And every time if he starts calling me, every call will be recorded, and I will play it repeatedly until people realize, what kind of person he is.
And for the people out there in radio/podcast land, someone put in the chat a picture of Corey from Blab, so you can see on the, on the top left it says, or excuse me, the top right it says like Corey.
I just posted him.
Oh, you posted it, and it's of Corey flashing his D pic, and
that was said to me.
Said it's your little red radish pecker. So It looks like Corey has a 1-inch little radish pecker, which is okay.
It was sent to me and said, you like to know what Corey is sending, to your daughter. And I see somebody took it out of the chat,
Okay, so if you could unmute Core just for 1 minute, just to defend his little radish pecker, as Kleenex would put it. Core, was that photoshopped?
Yes, it actually is.
Yeah, it was photoshopped. I did it all myself. I made that picture. Yeah, right.
Bolton, are you eating food right now? Are you being a snapping turtle? Are you being a snapping turtle and eating food right now? Because that's what you sound like. Yeah, it actually is photoshopped.
Okay, so it's not a 1-inch radish pecker, as Kleenex would put it.
Yeah.
So actually you're... Okay, got it. Just for the record. All right, well, thanks everyone for coming. Thank you, Johnny.
You know what? We'll tell you what. If I'm such an asshole, I'm going to give you the picture that everybody was sending out with me where he turtle. I don't mind sharing out these photos, and
Oh my God. Okay. I just wanted to thank Johnny Be Good. I wanted to thank Corey. I wanted to thank Forz. I wanted to thank everyone that was a part of episode 11. It was lots of fun. Let's see. What else do I have to say? Follow me. I'll be the one to tuck you. And if you want to leave, I can guarantee you nobody else like. All right. Good night, and thank you for listening. See you episode 12. Thank you, and good night.